iRockRadio, the world headquarters of rock. Mike Karolyi here in Jacksonville, Florida for day number 2 of Welcome to Rockville Festival. You know these guys, Sevendust, or at least most of Sevendust.
Yeah, so we're missing one person.
Now what happens? Where does he go?
He's smoking cigarettes and
he's the elusive one.
Walking around the bus with barefoot.
That's not safe. That is not safe.
Smoking a lot of cigarettes.
So then he's busy, right?
Yes.
Well, thank you for doing this. We were talking off the air just a few minutes ago about the history that we have together going back to WCCC in Hartford and all those shows at the Webster and the Palladium in Worcester. And, I mean, it's crazy, right? As a matter of fact, we went to see you, I guess it's about a year ago now when you celebrated your 20th anniversary, Worcester Palladium. Tell us about that run of shows. I mean, I was only at one of them, but it was a special night. You guys playing the first album and everything, and I don't know, there's something about that Worcester crowd and that the anniversary and everything. It was a very special night. Good vibe in the room. What was it like for you guys?
The anniversary run was special, man. It was we've never done anything like that before, so just to go back and learn those songs from when we were first together was crazy. It was a special evening.
Yeah, I mean, that area is like another home to us. I mean, we did the second record, right up there in that area, and we love playing that whole little circle area right there. Is like
home away from home.
Our favorite place probably to play.
And our listeners love when you guys come around. And here's one comment that always gets mentioned with Sevendust. And maybe you won't like this because now it's a lot of pressure. Everybody always says, I've never seen a bad Sevendust show. Never. And I would agree with that.
They must have blinked.
They've missed a lot of shows.
You obviously haven't been to all of them.
So today is the first time.
West Palm Show 3 where we played, but 2 songs, yeah.
2 songs?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Why? What's the point?
I mean, there's so many times that it's like it's just not going to happen today. Today's the day. It's like we look at each other and go, yep, mark it down as a loss. Today's that day.
Tell me about the new album. We're playing Dirty. The song is great. It's doing well already with our listeners. We have a feature on the app where people can vote whether they like a song or not, and they like it. So
we actually got very lucky to record this album here in Orlando, Florida. Well, not here, but in Orlando, Florida, with Elvis Bassett, and it was an incredible experience, and I think everybody feels the same.
I mean, the song sounds great on the air. It's big. Honestly, with the last album and this album, they just seem to keep getting better. The songs and the albums just seem to keep. It's an honest opinion. They just seem to keep getting better. And how do you do that? Like, what is the magic to that? Because sometimes bands, after 20 years, you don't lose interest, but it becomes a routine. You guys are actually continuing to evolve.
This record, we had more time. We had a year and a half. I mean, John and Clint came in with so many ideas that it was like, it was Elvis, the producer, was like, it's almost overkill. Like, there was like 60-plus songs to go through. And, I mean, I don't take it for granted, but when these dudes write that many riffs, it's like that's putting time in. They're in there setting the rig up, putting the stuff together, and it's like song after song after song after song. It's like there was so many of them that we probably have 3 other records already built, ready to go right now, because it wasn't like there was 51 terrible songs and we picked 12 that were good. I mean, they had a ton of good songs and ideas. So, I mean, they make it a little bit easier, and then we get in the room and we start bouncing it against each other, We had a good time with this one. Elvis was a big deal with this one, too.
Yes.
How much new material are you playing in the live set so far?
None. No. One.
Playing Dirty.
All right. And that'll expand as time goes on, I suppose. Connecticut is not on the itinerary so far, but you guys can confirm sooner or later you'll be coming to Connecticut, right?
Sure, you know it. What's up, y'all?
You have to. It's it's required.
Every time.
Before we wrap it up, my son would kill me if I didn't ask you. You switched. He's a drummer. You've switched cymbal company.
Here come the face space.
He just wants to know why the switch to Sabian.
Honestly, there's just more options at Sabian. I love Zildjian. I love that they supported me for so long, and they make a great product, no question about it. But Sabian, I think that it was time for a change. They have so much stuff to go through. I mean, I've got a damn jungle gym worth of stuff up there, and there's cymbals everywhere, and I might not use any of them again. I mean, there's just tons of it.
All right, fair enough.
Great stuff.
Awesome.
Buy a bunch of Sabian cymbals.
I'm from my
Tell
son.
him Morgan sent you.
Yeah, and it's not.
80% off.
It's not an expensive hobby or anything, so that's great. I'm glad he picked drums,
Yeah, right.
Well, hey, congratulations on the new album. Congratulations on everything and the 20 years, everything, man. All the best. Thank you for everything. Sevendust with iRockRadio, the world headquarters of rock.